Welcome back to Read the Wind, not the internet. Today I'm going to be going over some of the gear that I take to matches and what I think I need to shoot a match effectively and efficiently. So let's get started. The pack I like to use, and I got it since it came out, is this Eberly Stock Upranger. For the size, you can fit a lot of gear in here. It's a pretty robust pack. It works great for if you have to walk a long ways from stage to stage. It's got good padding, good straps. I did take the side panels off because I found I really don't use those, or I was filling them up with stuff I really didn't need. So this top pouch right here, I carry a set of knee pads. You'll go shoot a match once without them, and then you'll get them because rocks in your kneecaps suck. A lot of ranges will have graveled shooting areas where they'll set the props up. After shooting all day on those, ride home really sucks. Next day's even worse. So the thing I like about this pack in particular is the way it opens up. You have the main compartment, but on the back side here, I guess I should show you all that first. It's going to be this hard polymer shell. I like it a lot because sometimes I have to throw this in the back of a UTV or a truck to get to the range where I'm going. And that really protects it. So once you open up this main compartment, you've got a panel. As you can see, I've got pouches here with admin gear, spare data cards, and some of these. I also use this bag for going to the range and practicing, so I've got some kitchen timers in there. Any kind of writing utensil I might need, Sharpies, grease pens, ink pens for writing notes down, stuff like that. But it's a MOLLE field, so you can put any kind of MOLLE panel you want to on there. The main compartment of the pack is where all the gear that I take to matches is stored. I've got optics. Of course, if I could only take one thing out of this bag to a match, it would probably be my Game Changer. That's a Schmedium heavy fill with a good bit of the fill removed. It's the wax canvas, and it's broken in pretty good. But that would definitely be one thing I would take out of here if I could only take one. The other bag I like to take is my little Working Man tactical bag. Shout out to Chris, he makes good gear. I don't know what he calls this. It works great for a rear bag. I like it because I can grab this, the gun, and a mag and go check zero before a match really quick. And I don't have to worry about hauling that one around or anything. I've got microfiber for cleaning optics lenses and things like that, like my binos or my scope or something. Bandana in case it's really hot. We shoot in all kinds of weather. Small trauma pack. This other little compartment, I have a Vortex mononocular. I like this a lot for finding targets. If a match puts out their match book the night before or something like that, and I get there early enough, I can take a printed copy of it and run up on the line or something if all the stages are in a row, and I can start locating targets. I don't want to be doing that while I'm trying to do 15 other things while I'm getting ready to shoot. Ear Pro, Eye Pro, this next compartment, binos. These are a set of Bushnell Match Pros. I really like these. These are probably my favorite optic to spot with. I really like binoculars over a spotting scope because, one, the field of view. These are a 15 power. Anything less, like a 10 works, but I can really get a good field of view with these. I think these are, actually I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, there it is. These are 15 by 56, and they're really clear, and I can get a huge field of view if there's an array of targets that aren't scattered from one end of the range to the other. These work really good for panning and getting to those. I've got my optics mount bar I use on my tripod, and a chronograph holder that mounts on the Arca rail. I think this one will actually do pick rail too. That's made by PRS Manufacturing. If you guys need a rail, go check them out. They're 3D printed and they won't break the bank. This larger compartment, boonie hat, because sun's the enemy. I carry these ammo wallets versus boxes. They're a little more compact and less weight. So by the end of the day, once you shot most of your ammo, you don't really have to worry about trash or anything like that. And then for most matches, I'll usually take 5 mags. That way I've got one that I usually keep topping off, one on the belt in case something goes wrong, and then 3 in there for whatever reason, because I've got the space for it. Top compartment up here, Kestrel. Tool bag, so any kind of optics tools I might need, an array of Allen keys, any scope specific tools I might need also are in here. Spare batteries. Basically, if anything goes wrong on the gun or any mount that I might have for the tripod or anything, I can fix it with whatever's in there. Rangefinder. Believe I have batteries in this one. Yep, batteries. Spare firing pin. Also spare set of gas rings. Sometimes I'll throw a spare bolt in here as well if I'm not taking a backup rifle with me. And then chronograph. So, do you need all this stuff to shoot a match? No, you definitely don't. And I'll be going over stuff that I think is necessary and things that I don't in a later video, so stay tuned for that if that's something that interests you. I'll also be doing a more budget-minded video. All this stuff I've acquired over time through shooting matches and figuring out what I might want, what I might need, things like that. So hopefully that helped you guys out a little bit as far as maybe some things to consider when going to a match. This isn't everything. This is what I consider bare basics. I usually take a tote and keep in the car with things like rain gear, or sometimes I'll take some extra bags in case a new shooter shows up and they don't have a bag. I also have another one of these little savior bags with a spare data card holder that mounts on an optic and spare data cards that I can lend out if they don't have that. So remember, read the wind, not the internet, and go shoot.